Bonjour. Today we're talking about les articles indéfinis or indefinite articles. We're also going to talk about making nouns plural and maybe a couple of other things. In English, we have definite and indefinite articles, the, a, and some. We don't really use some that much. French also has articles, and today we're going to use the indefinite articles. We've been using them a little bit when I've given you vocabulary. We've used un and une, which mean either a or an. Un is masculine, une is feminine. So day is going to become our plural. Day is the plural form and it means some. And to make most nouns plural, we're going to add an S, just like we do in English. And the indefinite article day will work for both masculine and feminine. If I give you a vocabulary word like des personnes, you don't know if it's masculine or feminine unless I give you the singular form. Un garçon, des garçons. Un posteur, des posteurs. Une fille, des filles. Une affiche, des affiches. Looks like I made a little typo. Now, some French nouns have plurals that are formed differently. If it ends in E-A-U, then you're going to add an X to the end. Un tableau, des tableaux. The X is silent. Un bureau, des bureaux. For CD and DVD, we don't add anything. We just change the un to a day. Un CD, des CD. Un DVD, des DVD. Now, if we have a compound noun, which in English we just shove them together. In French, it's a little different. So your compound has this DE before its descriptor. So un lecteur de DVD is a DVD player. We'll make the lecteur, the first part, plural. The DVD stays the same. It would be the same thing if we did une raquette de tennis, a tennis racket. We would make the raquette part plural and leave tennis alone. Now, if we have a negative sentence, and I kind of passed by this slide, if we have a negative sentence, after the negation, un and une and des all become de, or d apostrophe if the word starts with a vowel. Here's a little practice. In class, we'll talk about this. But for you, I want you to see if you can figure out what the correct answers are. You may want to pause and jot them down. Okay, here is a picture. I want you to name at least 5 things that you see in her room. Use the following example. Il y a une porte. There is a door. So what else can you say il y a about? If there's more than one, like, ooh, I think these are some DVDs or CDs, make them plural. Here, you choose the best completion for each sentence. So you look at the word télé and you decide, il y a un télé, il y a une télé, il y a deux télé, il y a des. Télé happens to be feminine, so it would be il y a une télé. Now, if you're making it negative, remember it's going to be de automatically. So no matter if this is il n'y a pas, this is automatically going to be de. And a little more practice. Now, we're going to conjugate a verb. This may not be in the same class period, but we're going to go ahead and introduce it now. Avoir is the verb to have, and when we conjugate it, we have to do two things. We have to write down all of our subject pronouns, and then we're going to put the form of the verb. In English, the verb to have is conjugated as I have, I do have, you do have, he has, she has, it, we, on, they have, we have, y'all have, they have, they have. So these are subject pronouns. Je means I, tu means you, singular, il is he, elle is she, on for right now means one, nous means we, vous is you plural or you formal, il is they, masculine, elle is they, feminine. And when we conjugate avoir, this is what it looks like. Je, ai. But we have a problem. The French don't like to have this J-E, this E next to the A. So they do a J apostrophe. So it's j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons. We're saying the S because this is a vowel. Vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. So, j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, on a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. The French will translate each of these three ways. In English, each of those three ways is considered a different verb tense or verb mood. In French, it's all the same. So, for example, ils ont or elles ont is translated they have, they do have, they are having. J'ai, I have, I do have, I am having. If we want to make a sentence negative, all we have to do is say N-E or N apostrophe, put our verb in, and then put pas. If the verb starts with a vowel, we use the N apostrophe. If it doesn't start with a vowel, we just use N-E. And then we translate this as subject, don't or doesn't, and the verb. So, il n'a pas de courage. He doesn't have courage. Oui, nous n'avons pas de bananes. Yes, we have no bananas. Vous n'avez pas 13 ans. You aren't 13 years old. And that's it for right now. Bonjour, bonne chance.